One NBA game Saturday night, but it's a big one. Game 7. Clippers, Nuggets. I'm going to break down the side total, player props, let you know how to play this game. Free picks, free analysis coming up right here, right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV. We're going to make this video quick for Saturday because there's just one game, but it's a big one. A Game 7 elimination game Saturday night at 7:30 Eastern. And over the years, home teams and unders have done quite well in Game 7s, and we see that in the point spread here. Denver, although the Clippers were the overall series favorite when it began, Denver is a 1.5-point favorite here in Game 7. And I'm conflicted on the side because I do think the Clippers are the better team, but Denver with the thin air altitude coming off a loss obviously has a strong home court advantage. So let's look at the total instead for the free play for this video, and it's under 205.5 for a few reasons. First of all, Game 7s historically have been good underplays. If you blindly played the under the last few decades in Game 7s, you've made money. Now the odds makers have caught on to that, and this line is now 20 points lower than the Game 1 total. Keep in mind, back in Game 1, the total was 225. It stayed under even with overtime, and then 217, 213, 211, 209, and we got that over in Game 5, and they bumped it to 212.5, and we got another over in Game 6 on Thursday. So now they've bumped it down, though, for the Game 7, 7 points lower than the Game 6 line. So yes, it is priced in, but we still see these games soar under over the years, and if you're going to play the total, it's under or pass for me. Also look for a good bounce-back defensive effort by the LA Clippers. They were one of the better defensive teams in the league this season, and they were actually the third most efficient defense over the final 15 games of the regular season, yet they've allowed the Nuggets to shoot 56 and 52% from the field the last two games. So I'd look for the Clippers to definitely clamp down on the defensive end here in Game 7, and the Nuggets should play pretty well at home as well. By the way, Game 6 landed right on the closing line of 6. I put it out in the video for you early at 6.5. So either a push or a loss in the Clippers, and it was frustrating. A late free throw missed, otherwise they win by 7. They had a 15-point lead in that game after getting blown out in Game 5. They outplayed the Nuggets in Game 6. But what I wanted to point out was they won the game by 6 still, despite being outshot 41% to 31% from three-point range. So I do think the Clippers are the better overall team, but once again, Game 7 home court advantage, especially in the altitude, has always been very strong over the years. So let's focus on the total. I know we're losing a premium, I should say. I don't think you're paying a premium. You're paying a discount, I guess, or you're giving the discount. I don't know. You get the point. The line's about 7 points lower than Game 6 at 205, but that's because Game 7s have been low scoring over the years. So once again, if you're going to play this total, it'd be under a pass for me in Game 7, 7:30 Eastern tonight on Saturday. Hey, comment below. I read the comments. I reply back. What are your thoughts on the side total in this game? How are you attacking it? What are some player props you're looking at? You know, Game 7s usually do have more defense, so I think we probably want to focus on some under props for players. You know my rule. We never look to fade superstars, and Jokic actually had 25 points, but only 7 rebounds, 8 assists. So definitely not looking to play him under in a Game 7, which means we probably look to play some other key players under for the Nuggets. I'd mentioned Porter under in Game 6, and boy, did he soar under, just 5 points, and he only played 24 minutes, only took 5 field goal attempts. So Michael Porter Jr. under his point total, I think, makes a lot of sense as far as the Nuggets side is concerned. And then on the Clippers side, obviously not looking to fade Kawhi. 27 points, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. If he'd been 4 for 4, they would have covered and won by 7. Other guys that maybe we look to fade, Zubac. He had 10 points in Game 6, but he was 5 for 6 shooting in 33 minutes. You can't play any better than that. 5 for 6 shooting, he only had 10 points. So Zubac under point total could definitely be worth a look. And then somebody I mentioned, Chris Dunn. I mentioned how we talked about him overachieving. Well, he had a terrible Game 6. He had just 2 points, 1 for 4 shooting, played only 10 minutes. So Zubac and Dunn unders would make sense on the Clippers side. All right, there you go. Quick hitter. One game Saturday night. I will be back Sunday. We've got Game 1 Pacers-Cavs, so be sure to check back each and every day as I continue to do every NBA playoff game every day right here on WagerTalk TV. And if you're finding it useful, thumbs up, like, and comment below because I do truly read the comments and I reply back. Don't forget also, click the bell when you subscribe. I know most of you have subscribed. We've got over 200,000 subscribers. Thank you for being part of the family here on WagerTalk TV. But make sure you click that bell as well so you get an instant alert when these videos are posted every day. We try to get them up the night before so you have plenty of time to do your handicapping and listen to the analysis while you're doing so. Also, I will be on Last Call. I'll be guest hosting WagerTalk Last Call Saturday morning live at 11 a.m. Eastern. and then archived afterwards here Saturday on WagerTalk TV. We'll be breaking down this Game 7 in more depth with some other handicappers from WagerTalk. Also looking at daily baseball for Saturday and the Kentucky Derby. Yes, we'll be talking the Kentucky Derby. Sean Alvarez is going to join us as well on Saturday. So once again, check in at 11 a.m. Eastern live, and we take your questions in the live chat. So if you have a particular baseball game you want to ask about or a Derby question, watch us live at 11 a.m. Eastern Saturday morning, or you can watch the archive anytime 24/7 afterwards here on WagerTalk TV. Once again, WagerTalk last call. I'll be the guest host this Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Don't forget, if you want my official best bets, it's quite simple. Go to my page, WagerTalk.com, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, and you will see, on average, 2 to 3 plays per day. I'm very selective, which means that last cut that's just a bit outside is still a pretty strong opinion. And yes, I post that as a free play for everybody every day on my page. So once again, get my daily best bets, get the bonus free play, and also check out some special all sports offers. Right now, when you buy 2 weeks, you get the third week for free. No promo code needed. Buy 2 weeks, get the third week free right now at WagerTalk.com. That works out to $9.50 a day for every NBA and MLB best bet for the next 3 weeks. Or if you're ready to take a true long-term investment approach, now is the time to get on board. This time last year, we went on a monster run. Finished number 1 overall in the NBA last year, number 1 overall in baseball best bet profit last year, and it started right now. In fact, by the end of August, my all sports clients had already won over 100 units and doubled their bankroll in 2024. We're looking to do it again here in 2025. If you've been thinking about getting on board and taking a true serious investment approach, now is the best time to do so with the 1-year, 365-day all-access, all-sport pass. It's going to get every college and pro football play next season, every college basketball play next year, all of next year's NBA regular season through into the playoffs, the rest of this year's playoffs, the rest of this year's baseball into next year's baseball. You get the point. It is 365 days and nights for about $1 a play. When you use promo code SM365, you get an instant $811 discount, which gets it down to exactly $3 a day, just over $1 a play for every football, baseball, and basketball, college and pro best bet for the next 365 days and nights. Look, you don't have to memorize the special offers. Figure out which one works best for you. Go to my page, take your time, browse around. You can also see the previous 20 best bets recapped every day, win or lose. My best bets are posted afterwards, and you can click on them to read the analysis as well. Check out the daily free play, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, and get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. Don't forget to also follow me on social media on X and Instagram at Steve Merril. You know the deal, 2 R's, 1 L, at Steve Merril, Merril, at Steve Merril on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to WagerTalk TV because you also know there's more free play videos coming up next.